coming off another profitable week that makes 9 of the last 10 weeks. Let's recap it and do it again. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Jason Matters with Winning Bets. Thanks for hanging out with me on this episode and kicking off your week with me here as we're on the Monday edition of Winning Bets. We're giving out free sports picks every single day. I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. It was another great weekend here in the Windy City. Just perfect weather and able to just keep getting out and enjoying these beautiful summer days. And again, that's exactly what I hope you guys were able to do over your weekend. Let me be the last one to wish any of you fathers out there a happy Father's Day to you guys. Guys, this week I hope to resume all my normal YouTube-related content, all those free fantasy games, getting these shows out a little bit earlier. Still having the same childcare issues that I had last week, but just determined to fight through it and get the content out to you guys so we can cash real bets and then also cash some of these fantasy games. So hopefully that'll be resuming here right now. Let's go ahead and recap last week, and then we'll go ahead and get in some more bets this week. As you guys can see right there, we're in 18 and 20, so maybe a losing record, but we put more money in your pocket at plus 0.42 units. That now, guys, at the last 10 weeks, we've been profitable of 9 of those last 10 weeks, and in those 10 weeks, we've put basically 31 units in your pocket. Congratulations, guys. I am always happier and pumped for you guys. I'm also realistic. I know you guys aren't sitting here tailing each and every single of my picks, but if you were, over those last 10 weeks, again, you'd be right at about 31 units. I know you guys are plucking and choosing which ones you guys want to tail. Hopefully you're plucking and choosing those winners, and you guys are putting money in your pocket alongside with me. As you guys can see, some of the noticeable wins, you've got to mention those same game parlays. Those were the only things that really saved our bacon this week. We did a same game parlay in the NBA on Sunday and in the MLB, and both of those hit. The NBA one was around that Suns-Clippers game, and then the Major League Baseball one was on Sunday Night Baseball between the Cardinals and Braves. Felt really good to hit both of those. When that Braves one hit, boy, I was celebrating because that gave me profitability on the week. I loved it. Also on yesterday, did under 8.5 drivers to lead a lap. I absolutely loved that bet. I tweeted that bet out sometime Friday afternoon. That was my favorite NASCAR bet of the entire weekend. I put multiple units on that bet. I would have given that bet out on Friday's show, but that bet wasn't even available for the first time. I didn't even see it till about Friday afternoon initially, till the first time. So that's why I didn't give it out on YouTube. But yeah, I tweeted it out. Again, loved it. Multiple units on it. Love it. There were only 7 drivers that led at least one lap there on yesterday's race. So cash with a little bit of a room there. So that one felt good. We also got off of I would say we got off of our NRFI slide, and to do that, we did a will there be a run score in the first inning? Yes, and we got that to cash. I believe that was on Tuesday, so that was cool. Kind of broke up our NRFI slide that we were on, so that was a notable win. And then the Giants. Giants cashed 4 times last week, combination of, run lines, money lines, was like the team total. We dumped the Giants in a parlay. The Giants came through for us with 4 wins, so really great work there by the Giants. Some of the noticeable losses were the Blue Jays. We got to talk about the Blue Jays on Friday night. That's the instance in which I'm talking about Blue Jays. Obviously, we had them on the run line. We dumped them in a parlay there with the Dodgers, and then later on that day, due to an odds boost on DraftKings, actually, made another bet involving the Blue Jays. And about a couple hours before first pitch, Zimmerman was announced that he was going to be out and going to go ahead and hit the DL. And that was it. I mean, that was the bet right there. If you look at the starters numbers who actually started versus Zimmerman, which is the reason why we made that bet, because Zimmerman was on the mound, boy, the guy that they threw was significantly better than Zimmerman. So just got unlucky there due to injury, so to speak. And that's what happens with gambling. You can't, we try and predict these lineups. We try and predict what happens, but it doesn't always work out that way. So that one definitely hurt, though. At the end of Friday, we were down like 6.5 units, if I want to recall correctly. So, yeah, it was large in part due to those Blue Jays. So that was a bad loss for us. So then we also took Spain halftime, full-time. They were winners at halftime, but then they did not win that game in full-time. They missed the penalty kick in the second half. They had the rebound of the penalty kick fall to Murata, and he smashed it up over the bar. Kind of made me just kind of laugh and just go like, yep, that's Murata. Like when he was at Chelsea, I saw him miss a lot of sitters. I mean, this guy, he misses the easiest stuff, does Murata. My gosh. So, yeah, Spain couldn't come through on that halftime, full-time there for us. And then the last notable loss we're talking about is we went 0-2 on Monday. So it just feels good to be profitable at the end of the week. And having started your week, though, 0-2. We don't want to start 0-2. Don't get me wrong. That's not something we want to do around here. But it just feels good to dig yourself up out of a hole. And then, again, we ended up profitable 0.42 units. Again, guys, 9 of the last 10 weeks been putting money in your pocket. That is what I'm talking about, and that is what I love to do here. And I'm pumped for you guys. Super excited for you guys. All right, don't forget, hit that like button. Let me know that you cashed on some of these bets with me. Mash that like button. Let me know it. Hit it. Hit it, hit it, hit it. All right, let's go ahead and give away some money. Let's look at this NBC Sports Predictor app. Let's talk about that golf contest first. We had the U.S. Open won by John Rahm. Excellent back nine. Excellent, obviously, closing 2 holes there to get birdie, and get that win. So nice win there by John Rahm. But Pop Rock takes the victory there for us. He had 90 points, several 85s and 80s. Such a tight leaderboard. You guys did really good this week. But yeah, Pop Rock takes home the winner with 90 points. And thanks to Thad and just due to our normal contest, Pop Rock's going to take $40. $40 for Pop Rock, so congratulations to them. We had 2 NBA pick and roll contests. We had one on Friday, one last night on Sunday. DD Cruiser takes home the win on Friday with 35 points. Congratulations to DD Cruiser. And then Kush Delight takes home the win on Sunday's pick and roll contest with 40 points. So congratulations to Kush Delight. Then the last contest, let's keep giving out money, was on the NBC Sports Predictor app. We had our NASCAR contest, our initial contest here of the season. D-Barb takes home the victory there with 70 points. And this one, I don't know if this has ever happened. So if it has happened in the past, I apologize. But D-Barb with 70 points actually cracked the real leaderboard and won him or herself 18 cents. So instead of giving D-Barb $20, I'm going to kick it up to $40. D-Barb, you're getting $40. How about that for a nice surprise on your Monday morning? You crack the actual real leaderboard and put real money in your pocket, I'll go ahead and give you 40. So, yeah, Pop Rock, you got 40 coming to you. DD Cruiser and Kush Delight, you got $20 a piece coming. And D-Barb, you've got $40 coming. Just go ahead and hit me up on Twitter, and I'll go ahead and drop that money to each and every one of you guys. Speaking of NASCAR and that NBC Sports Predictor, I told you guys when I made the video for that, I love NASCAR. I love that game. I was so pumped to see that one come back. I also had 70 points, so I got some real money. Telling you guys, well, I feel good about this. We almost hit that jackpot last season, as I talked about last week on my NASCAR show. I feel confident about us hitting that jackpot this week. I already got cash on the first game this year. Let's go and do this. All right, pump. Love that game. Love NASCAR. All right, guys, in our MLB Underdog update, don't forget, no more Monday MLB updates. We pulled the plug. If you guys recall, we had lost like 5 weeks in a row, or 5 of 6, but last week, or I guess 2 weeks ago, we lost 28 units in one week, and that's too much. So no MLB Underdog update to give you guys today. Let's go ahead now and jump on into today's MLB slate and get you guys some winners in your hands. First one, let's go ahead and look at this Athletics versus Rangers game. I'm taking the NRFI. I'm going to do that NRFI at minus 115 over at FanDuel. You got the Athletics ranked 28th in runs per first inning, and the Rangers come in at 29th. So this is perfectly dream scenario right there. You got Montas on the mound for the Athletics. 14 innings pitch. He's got 18 Ks, 11 hits, and he's given up 2 home runs. Remember, most pitchers at this point have all given up runs now in the first inning. Love that Montas has a high Ks, 18 Ks, and he's got less hits than innings pitched too. So love what Montas has been doing in the first inning. Gibson is on the mound there for the Rangers. If you look at his numbers, they look ugly. But don't forget, he was on the opening day starter. When you guys remember, we took the Royals money line up over the Rangers. We got a cash. Gibson was on the mound that day to open up the Major League Baseball season, where he got rocked like 5 runs. So yeah, his numbers look bad in the first inning, but they're not all that bad, guys. You got to remove that first inning opening day start. Otherwise, he's had some really good first innings to his season. And then these 2 teams themselves, they're ranked 16th and 25th in batting average. So yeah, they're not getting it done in the first inning. Told you they're ranked 28th and 29th in runs scored. They're not great batting average teams in baseball. 2 good pitchers that are getting it done in the first inning. So yeah, I like the NRFI and Athletics versus Rangers, and we'll do that at minus 115 over FanDuel. I want to keep my attention on this game right now. I like the Rangers F5 money line at plus 114 over at DraftKings. And I've got it built in to where a tie is a push. So just the Rangers F5 money line. It's all about the starters here. We just talked about Montas and Gibson, but let's dig in a little bit deeper and talk about how much better Gibson is. Gibson's ERA is 2.09. Montas is double that at 4.21. Gibson's whip is 1.03. Montas comes in at 1.31. And opponent's batting average for Kyle Gibson is at 2.06. Or 0.206, and then for Montas it's 0.262. So Gibson does it all better, but not all better. ERA's cut in half. Significantly better whip. His is just a touch over 1. And opponent's batting average is just a touch over the Mendoza line. So yeah, Gibson not only does it better, he does it all a lot better. This is all while admitting the Athletics do have the better offense. When we talked about that NRFI, the team that was the 16th in batting average was those Athletics. But when you talk about F5 money lines, you're really just talking about starters and getting the job done. And Gibson's been getting the job done, folks. I mean, that 2.09 ERA and a 1.03 whip, that is really, really impressive stuff. So hope Gibson can bring his stuff. And then if he has a good outing, like he should have a good outing, the Rangers should be able to get to Montas enough to be able to get the win here in the first 5 innings. So, and if not, if it's a draw, we'll go ahead and get our wager back. But I'm going to do Rangers F5 money line plus 114, plus 114. That's a lot of good value for you're getting the significantly better starting pitcher. So let's go Rangers, get it done in the first 5 innings. Let's do a couple full game money lines right now. Let's look at Astros, Orioles. Let's go Astros money line at minus 151 over points bet. This one's easy. Astros with a better offense, better starter, better bullpen. Check, check, check. And go ahead and take those Astros. From an offensive standpoint, you got the number 1 offense going up against the number 14th offense. And from a bullpen standpoint, you got the number 16 bullpen going up against the number 23 bullpen there in the Orioles. So, yeah, Astros do it all better. In terms of starters, you got Odorizzi versus Aiken here. Odorizzi's better across the board. All the numbers for Odorizzi are better. His biggest advantage comes in opponent's batting average. His is 229, where Aiken's is 282. You bring that 282 opponent's batting average against the number 1 hitting offense in the Major League Baseball, it's going to be a long day for the Orioles starter and that bullpen. So just love the Astros. Better offense, better starter, better bullpen. Check, check, check. Give me those Astros at minus 151 over points bet. Then the last money line I want to do for here is Reds Twins. I'm going Reds money line at minus 112 over at PointsBet. You got Male on the mound versus Hout. That's an advantage Male. Actually, not an advantage Male. It's a huge advantage to Tyler Male here in the starter perspective. He's got a 212 opponent's batting average as opposed to 284 for Hat. His K/9 is 10.9. Haps is 6.6. His whip is 1.09. Hap is 1.44. His ERA is 3.39. And Hap is 6.12. Huge advantage here going to be given here to Male and that Reds and that start. Bullpens, both these bullpens are crap. I mean, absolutely crap. Reds are 30th. Twins are 24th. The thing we do like is the Twins threw their good arms in yesterday's 4-2 win where the Reds did not. So, yeah, 2 bad bullpens. But at least we're getting the bullpen coming into the game in the better position, so I like that. Offensive-wise, 2 top 10 offenses. Reds are number 6 in the league, where the Twins are number 9, so at least we're getting the better offense. I absolutely like that. So give me the significantly better starter. Give me the better offense. Maybe give me the slightly better bullpen, but they're set up in a position where, based on, how yesterday's action unfolded, where they can be in a good position to go ahead and succeed. So I'll back the Reds money line at minus 112 over at PointsBet. All right, guys, go ahead and look for me a little bit later on Twitter. We may add to it. They don't have lines up for several games today yet on, all the sports books. Like I didn't see, the Mets game and the Braves game up, for example. I didn't see a couple other games. So just check through me on Twitter. It's at WinningBetsPod. It's at WinningBetsPod. We'll see if we don't add any bets to this throughout the course of the day. Otherwise, guys, again, hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. I hope you guys are going to have a good Monday, kick off your week. Don't forget, hit the like button because you cashed with me last week, which was cashing for 9 of the last 10 weeks. Or you're going to join me this week, join me today, and start cashing bets with me. So go ahead and hit that like button. Otherwise, guys, enjoy your day, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Have a good one. Thanks for watching this episode of Winning Bets. I'm Jason Mattis. I'll see you again when we are celebrating the wins and making more winning bets. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more winning bets.